Yeah. Yeah. Chicks out there would like to party. Listen up, yeah, it's time to start it.
All right, guys. Yes, you can see it. It is the 4th of July weekend, and so I thought, since you guys said y'all wanted to see food vlogs, I'm gonna be try to post a video on Wednesdays of different recipes that I cook. This is my macaroni and cheese recipe. I do not claim to be a chef. I do not claim to be an expert, but this is what works for my family. I know people come from folks' macaroni and cheese all the time, and it is what it is. I'm gonna be brave and bold about the whole situation. This is just a 4th of July type of mac and cheese. Normally, like for the holidays, I really go all out with different cheeses, but today I decided that I'm just gonna make a real simple mac and cheese, and maybe this is something that you can make for your family. I know a lot of people like to eat mac and cheese as a just a meal all in itself. You can add chicken or beef or pork or bacon or anything to this and make a real meal with this. So what I have, first of all, of course, you need your elbow macaroni noodles. I don't really care what size my noodles are, but these are just like your normal regular size. I know they have the jumbo noodles, but I'm using the regular size noodles. I have 2 8 ounces of cream cheese. Now, I love to put cream cheese in my mac and cheese because it gives it a nice bite. Like you can actually taste the cheese. And then to give it a creamier type of mixture, I use some of the, this is H-E-B brand, but it's basically Velveeta cheese. You always need your butter. Gotta have some real good butter. And I got salted butter because, again, I like a good flavor in my mac and cheese. I also sometimes use this cheddar cheese soup also to give it a nice creamier texture. So we have that. And then this milk here just gives it really good flavor. I know some people maybe use the regular milk out of the refrigerator, but an evaporated milk is very rich, and it's going to give your mac and cheese a very rich taste. To me, and it also adds just a little hint of sweetness. Then you can't go wrong with sharp cheddar cheese. Like, again, I want a good bite when it comes to my mac and cheese. I want it to taste very nice and flavorful. And then, of course, some eggs. You can add about 2 to 3 eggs in your mac and cheese, and that also gives it good flavor. Now, having said that, if you want to add a little bit of salt to your mac and cheese, you can do that. I know some people that they actually put maybe even some seasonal or whatever. But normally with all of this flavor right here, you're pretty good. I do taste test and see if it's good or not. If not, I do add a little bit of salt. But a lot of this stuff has a lot of salt already added to it. But yes, add salt, whatever type of seasoning to taste. Long as it tastes good. If it tastes good to you, then it's fine, okay? So right now, I have over here a pot of salted water. Again, salt. You want to season everything. You want to make sure you got flavor. So I got a boiling, a pot of water that I'm trying to make boil with some salt to let it go even faster. Let me see. Did I get the right lid? Nope, I did not. Oh, I'm going to break the lid, y'all. Where's the lid? I think this is it here. Here we go. So to make your water boil faster, put a lid on it, put some salt in it, it'll come to a boil real fast. Once that comes to a boil, then we're going to go ahead and throw in our macaroni noodles and let those get going. And then I know a lot of people do a bechamel sauce for their mac and cheese. I'm not going to do that today. And what a bechamel sauce is basically butter, flour to make a roux. You add your milk and then your cheese, and it melts, and then you pour that all over. I'm just going to show you a basic mac and cheese where you can mix it all together with the hot noodles and everything, and then throw it in the oven and you'll be good to go. All right, stay tuned. All right, guys, so our water is boiling, as you can hear. So there you are, so you can see it. And now it is time to put in the noodles. I decided to go ahead and do another bag of noodles because we're gonna eat some of this tonight. We're gonna eat on this all weekend. So I decided to go ahead and do just a little bit. I'm just gonna do it all. I'm doing both bags of macaroni. Then you want to kind of Give it a stir to loosen them up. And just go ahead and let the mac and cheese, let the noodles boil. And then you don't want them to boil like all the way until they're really soft. I mean, I know a lot of people like soft mac and cheese. But it's gonna cook a little bit more when I stick it in the oven, because you're gonna wanna do that too. So yeah, I'll probably end up making 2 small pans of mac and cheese, or 1 large pan. I don't know. Stay tuned and see. Alright guys, so now the noodles are cooked. You need to strain them. That's what I'm about to do. But I don't want to burn myself, so get yourself some oven mitts and do so. I probably overcooked them a little bit too much, but I'm gonna make it work. So here we go. Strain them. Still got some noodles in here. So again, I didn't know if I was gonna make 2 small ones. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 small pans of mac and cheese. But it's good that the noodles are already hot, so that way your butter and all that will melt, your cheese will melt. And again, this is just straight from the stove type of mac and cheese. This is not with a bechamel sauce or anything like that. Now that's when you get fancy around the holidays. This is just the 4th of July, and we're just trying to throw some stuff together for the 4th. And so we're gonna put the noodles in the pan. I'm gonna transfer that in the pan, and then I'll start adding all the ingredients. All right. All right, so I put a whole stick of butter in each pan. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Because like I said, I want it to be tasty. I really want it to be tasty. I want this to have a bite to it. I don't want no bland macaroni and cheese. Ain't nobody to talk about me, okay? Because that's not what we do around here. So we just want, you take advantage of those noodles being hot. Chop up this butter and just work it around. And make sure that it's nice and coated. We got guests over, so that's who y'all hear in the background. It is the 4th of July weekend. And what's 4th of July without family? Gotta have family around. You got to have family. And I think it's nice anytime we can have family stop by. So I'm just breaking it up in pieces so that the butter can melt easy. Then, along with that, now remember we got, I'm not going to pour the milk or the cheese just yet because I want it to melt the butter. And then I also, like I said, I have cream cheese. It gives it a really good bite. If you haven't done that before, you might want to try it. I did it a long time ago. So what you want to do is make sure that, again, take advantage of the hot noodles so that it'll melt this cream cheese. But we're still going to put this in the oven, which I guess I need to turn that on. I'm going to put it on 350. Preheating the oven to 350. And if you want, you can use a whole block of cream cheese. I think that's kind of rich. I don't know. It just, again, to taste. Make sure that you taste your food and you season it right. Because nobody don't want no bland food. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants bland food, so y'all make sure to always, because I mean, if y'all like me, I like to watch cooking shows and stuff like that. And what's the one thing that they complain about? Did you taste your food? Did you season it? Everybody wants good flavor in their food. So you know what it's looking like? What I just did, how I broke that cream cheese up in here. I'm about to use a whole nother block over here on this side too. Because why not make it why not make it taste really, really good? So I'm going to do this. We got this butter still sitting in here. Just good stir. And I'm going to go ahead and do this one so that it's, so that, again, we take advantage of the hot noodles over here in this pan as well. I think we have people in the background that wants to ask questions. Yes, ma'am, in the back.
Yes, ma'am. I was just wondering, if you take your cream cheese and let it sit out a little longer, wouldn't it melt quicker that way?
It would have.
Okay.
Yes.
Just checking.
That's definitely a good tip, guys. Instead of just taking it straight up cold and having to take such advantage of the hot noodles, go ahead and sit it out room temperature. And like she said, it will melt a little bit quicker. Okay, we have another question.
You're able to taste test this food.
That sounds like the greedy child that doesn't live here. But yeah, that is a very good tip. Go ahead and keep the cream cheese out. Now y'all know, well, you don't know because you ain't seen the vlog yet, but yesterday we did go grocery shopping and put everything in the fridge, and then we went shopping today, and I'm just like, what am I gonna cook first? Because you guys are gonna get a food video pretty much every week for at least maybe, I wanna say maybe 4 weeks. I have an apple pie recipe that's coming up that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do ribs in the oven, and then even some baked beans. So it'll be a little bit of everything, just so that you guys can have those food videos. And I'm going to try to record food videos every week, since that's something you guys said you really wanted to see, and I don't mind bringing it to you now. That's actually going to motivate me to cook to cook a little bit more, because I'm gonna tell you, sometimes I do love to cook, but there are times that I'm just like, I don't feel like it right now. So yeah, all right, get this in here really good. All right, so then I also have my, what do you call it, Velveeta. Again, I know folks really be coming for folk with their macaroni and cheese recipes. Again, I am not a chef. I am a home cook. Pretty much, I'm self, you know, taught. My mom, of course. I was always in the kitchen with her. And then just looking at different cooking videos and recipes and stuff like that, I am always ready to taste test just about any and everything. I just pay attention to food. I'm not a person that shies away of trying stuff. That way you kind of know. One of the types of cheeses that I do like to put in my mac and cheese, especially during the holidays, is a good smoked Gouda. You can do that. Of course, like I always do, sharp cheddar. And then there's all different types of cheeses. You know, some people like blue cheeses and stuff like that. You can even do that if you want something really, really sharp. It's to your liking. And don't be afraid to experiment. Don't be afraid to experiment. It's up to you and what you and your family enjoy. So again, trying to take advantage. Now this cheese here, and this is why I say mix your stuff and taste test it, because this type of cheese here is very, very salty. So just be mindful of that. You know, you end up dumping a whole bunch of salt in here and didn't anticipate the saltiness of this cheese. And also remember, I use salted butter when I put it in here as well. And then cream cheese has a really good sharp bite. So just be mindful of that kind of stuff, all right? So we're just gonna cut up some cheese in here. And like I said, we're gonna throw this in the oven, mix it together, all the good things. Add some eggs, some good old cheddar cheese, cream cheese soup, and evaporated milk. And the evaporated milk evens things out because it has somewhat of a sweetness to it. And it evens it out from all of this, these sharp cheeses, you know, the sharp cheddar, the cream cheese, this Velveeta, all this type of stuff. So check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out. And just remember that this cheese will melt in the oven. So don't, you know, be afraid like, oh my God, what did I mess it up? No, you didn't mess it up. It's fine. Because it's going to cook again. That's why I said to try to keep your noodles al dente, because they're going to have to cook again. Let me get my can opener. Ready? Yeah, they're going to have to cook again in the oven. So just be mindful of that. So I got my evaporated milk. I'm going to start off with 1 can, but I'm sure I'm going to need both. So pop that up. That other side up. So let's get over here. Again, remember you got butter in here. The noodles are already salted. Please make sure you salt your water. Nobody don't want no bland noodles. Nobody wants bland noodles, I'm sorry. And if you do, that's your prerogative. If that's what you want some bland macaroni and cheese, well, baby, go add it. Don't season the water or nothing like that. But this is how I do it. Make sure you put plenty of salt in your water and stuff like that. I am gonna go ahead and use up all of this little square Velveeta cheese because I'm gonna want this cheese to be throughout the entire pan. So why not go ahead? And this cheese I did not put in the fridge. I kept it in the pantry so that it was, you know, at room temperature or whatever, whatnot. Check me out, y'all. Check me out. Oh, and I was gonna say, if this is something that you try yourself, let me know how it came out. Let me know. Also, let me know what you actually put in your mac and cheese. Maybe you guys can give me some different tips and tricks of whatever you put in yours, in your mac and cheese. I know some people, when I tell you they take their mac and cheese serious, I mean, like 6, 7 different types of daggone cheeses. And that's good, you know. But, I mean, I don't know. That's fine. Again, I'm not judging. I don't want to judge. Do it with whatever makes you feel comfortable. Now, do y'all see how the noodles have been kind of coated with the cream cheese? And just think, like my sister-in-law said, wouldn't it have been easier with the, what do you call it, room temperature cream cheese? You know what I'm saying? All right, let's put, some of these noodles are trying to escape, but honey, they gonna get 8. They will get 8. Do you hear me? Okay. All right. So we got that. I'm gonna put a little milk. Again, this milk it has a little sweetness to it, so I feel like it's gonna really even out the taste of the saltiness. And then I showed you guys the ingredients at the beginning. This also helps with like smoothness of your mac and cheese. I got one other can. You know what? I think it fit. The way I got everything organized, I said I was gonna make 1 pan of mac and cheese, child. There's no way. I was gonna have to make 2. Just so we could have some for the entire weekend. And plus the kids are gonna come over and I know they like mac and cheese. And then a lot of times too, like I said, a lot of people just like to eat it as a meal itself. Look at that. Do you hear it? That's what you want to hear. You know what that's called? Creaminess. Creaminess. Mix it together. Mix it together. Get it. That looks so good already. And we ain't even put the real cheddar cheese in it. Oh, and then another thing, I already got pre-shredded cheddar cheese. Now, they do say that some shredded cheddar cheeses come with some sort of coating that kind of sometimes makes it difficult for melting. If you don't want to deal with that, you can actually get, and let me show you guys what you can actually get and shred yourself. If it's in here. Yeah. What you can actually shred yourself, and you don't have to worry about that type of coating, but you can get your own little cheese grater or put it in a food processor and grate your own cheese if you want to. But I'm not doing that. I am using the shredded cheddar. Now, let's mix up this other one. Yep, I'm multitasking here. We're gonna do 2 pans, honey. Get it together. But do y'all hear the creaminess? It sounds so good. It sounds so good. And I don't think I'm gonna need any more milk. I don't want it too soupy. We want it creamy, but we don't want it soupy. All right. Now let's put a couple of eggs in it to kind of bind it a little bit. This also, I remember, I can hear my mama talking right now. She would say how you can taste the egg. Now it's okay to go. Okay, there we go. I thought that eggshell was gonna go in there. It's okay to go ahead and add that egg now. I remember one time my mama made macaroni and cheese, and she made macaroni and cheese, and the noodles were still hot. And she put the egg in, and she had scrambled eggs inside the mac and cheese, because I think it was her first time actually making it with egg. And where's the soul? I miss my mama. But yeah, she actually, now my hands are so slippery I can't even get the egg out. But yeah, she oh thank you. She scrambled the eggs inside the mac and cheese. Lord have mercy. That was funny. All right. So, like I said, because I done put all those cold ingredients in there now, it's okay to go ahead and mix your egg in here. Like I said, this will bind it. Have you guys ever, like, you know, you go to a restaurant, or actually pretty much like soul food restaurants, and then they kind of cut it out almost like a lasagna. It's because they kind of bind it with the egg. And you can taste the flavor of it all. So there we go. That means that our oven is preheated to 350. But look at that. And y'all, we haven't even put the cheddar cheese in there yet. Okay? So I think we're doing pretty darn good. Pretty good. All right. I wasn't thinking I was going to do a continuous video, but why not? If it works, it works, it works. So mix, 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 mix. Let's get on over to this one and do the exact same thing. And you want to make sure you mix it really, really good, guys, because we don't want no scrambled eggs in our macaroni and cheese. I don't think that would go over too well. What y'all think? Don't think it would go over too well. We're not trying to have breakfast casserole. We're trying to have a macaroni and cheese. So make sure y'all mix that really, really well. But do y'all see how all those ingredients combine together? We still have a few chunks of the Velveeta in here, but it's gonna melt so nice and easy. Everybody knows that Velveeta melts really, really good. That looks good. That looks good already. And again, okay, now these noodles over here just as dry. We don't want nothing dry. I know some people like the corners of the mac and cheese. Do you guys like the corners of it, or do you like the middle of it?
I like the corner.
You like the corner too? A lot of people like crispy corners. Kayla, what do you like?
I like the middle.
She want that. You said she weird.
No, I think she eat anything.
Shit, yeah, my bad. All right, now it's time for the piece de resistance. Yeah, that's why I got the big bag, 8 cups. I'm finna do this. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix this cheese in. And then at the end, when it gets close to being done, I'm gonna put a little bit more at the top to make sure that we have like a nice little cheesy topping to it. Now, some people like to put breadcrumbs. I don't care for all of that. I really don't. I didn't grow up like that. I like just the noodles and stuff and the good old cheese. Now just fold this in. Look at that. Y'all can't tell me that don't look good. Can't tell me that don't look good. I wish y'all could. I know y'all saying, ooh, I wish I could taste it. I wish y'all could too. But mix, mix, mix. Mix, mix, mix. Don't that look good, Kayla? Oh, I thought that was a... Sorry, we got a phone ringing in the background, I believe. All right, so I thought that was... I thought you were watching a video or something.
Delicious.
Does it look delicious?
Yes.
You should have been in here, but I guess since her mom makes videos, if she ever needs to recreate a quick mac and cheese, she can just go to Darkberry 32.
Or
hear me out. You could
Stop it.
make a recipe book. I mean, think about it.
Oh, a recipe book?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could.
But see, then you'll tell me that you don't make exact measurements.
Oh, I sure didn't, y'all. Well, y'all kind of saw I had 2 blocks of cream cheese, 1 can of milk for this entire 2 pans, probably about 4 cups of the shredded cheese, 2 eggs each for each pan, 1 stick of butter for each pan. Y'all look at this. Do y'all hear this creaminess? And then 1 can of the cheddar cheese soup. So there was measurements. This is measurements. Okay. Now, if you don't want to, you don't have to. What I'm about to do is taste test this to see if I need any more salt in this. And the reason why I said if you don't want to, you don't have to is because I put raw egg in here, and I know how people are about, oh, you're not supposed to eat this because it's got raw egg in it. Well, I'm okay. I don't live this long. Almost 53 years. That'll be next month. And I'm all right. But I do know that you need to taste test your food because ain't nobody trying to serve nothing bad to family. So I'm going to just go right in here and try some of this mac and cheese. I am going to add a little salt.
Told you.
Just a little bit. You don't need a lot because those cheeses are so sharp and they have really good bites. So I'm just going to sprinkle because we want a good bite. Salt just adds that little bit of flavor. And then we're going to mix that together because we don't want the salt sitting on top. We want all of this to be mixed together. Y'all, this is it. My mac and cheese is done. I'm going to pop this in the oven, 350 degrees. I want to say since these pans are small, I'm going to say 350 degrees for maybe 35, 40 minutes. If that, I will check on them periodically. And if they need to stay in longer, I will let you know. Now, Kayla was right. On some things, it's like I can smell things in the oven. It's like, oh, it needs to come out. It's time. Or I need to go check on it. It's time. So she was right about that. I do that. But, of course, I will put it right here at how long I kept it in the oven and all of that. And then, of course, I will put everything in the description box below. Again, if this is something that you guys like, you like to see cooking and different recipes of that nature, go ahead and do not hesitate to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to give me a like with a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. It would help me out a lot over here on this channel. And also, share, y'all. Sharing is caring, and my name is Karen, so why wouldn't you share, okay? All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead, pop this mac and cheese in the oven. Like I said, I got it set on 350 degrees, and we're hoping that, 40, 45 minutes or so like that we will have this all set. So into the oven it shall go. You know what, guys? Before I put this in the oven, I'm going to put this on a cookie sheet to make sure we got some good stability. So let's do that first. Move all this out of the way. Let's see if I can get these both on here. Hope so. Yeah, that's much better. There we go. We got them both on a cookie sheet. And now we can go ahead and put these both in the oven and know that we got some really good stability underneath both of these pans. We don't have to worry about anything messing up. Okay, look, this noodle here said he want to sit on the outside. No, brother, you got to go in there and participate with the rest of the noodles. All right. Put it at the top. Like I said, 350 degrees, and I'll let you guys know how long I keep it in. Again, okay, here, let me lift you guys up. All right, here I am. So again, in the oven, 350, as you saw, I had it all preheated. Now, let me just say this. because this goes with cooking as well. Clean up. That macaroni and cheese is in that oven for some while. Clean your kitchen while you're cooking. I cannot stress that enough. It will take a lot of stress off of you once you serve dinner, once you've eaten dinner. You don't have to turn around and clean up your entire mess, because believe you me, there is a mess. You know what? Let me just show y'all, because I want to be real on this channel. Look at this. We got the eggshells. We got the packaging. You know, look, noodles didn't escape from the pan. This is real. But go ahead and clean up while you have time, and that way it'll take less stress off you, okay? So that's just a little tidbit tip for you. All right, and stay tuned for the mac and cheese. All right, guys, so pardon the noise in the back, but we got a lot of visitors. So this is what the mac and cheese looks like when it comes out of the oven. Now I am in the stages of adding the shredded cheese. I'm going to have my assistant do so. She's sprinkling it. Let's be a little bit generous. Sort of. Yeah, just a little bit. And all we're going to do is return it back to the oven, guys. And just let it melt and get brown and cheesy. As you can see, the little crispy bits here on the sides there in the corner over there. See that?
That should be good.
I think we need more. Yeah, let's do a little bit more. Because when you cut into it, we want it to be almost like a layer of cheese. You know what I mean? Yeah, over here too. Ooh, be careful, it's hot. All right. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and get this and return it to the oven. Earlier today. Alright guys, check it out. Nice, cheesy, bubbly, very easy. So I would say total we've had this in the oven for probably a good hour.
Sure. I know.
Just to get everything nice and cheesy. I would do 45 minutes and check, but pretty much almost an hour. So yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and get this out. Trying to make sure I get a good grip on it.
Like my spritz is apple cider. Well, it's vinegar and apple cider.
Okay.
So that's what I
got it. I'm moving over to the.
Now I think my granddaddy did.
There we go. We have mac and cheese. So we're gonna let it sit just a little bit, but just stay tuned because we're gonna have taste testing. All right.
Well, and then.
All right. So Kayla, if you want, well, I know Angie likes a good corner, so I'm gonna give her a little corner right here. That's Angie's. My brother. I know not to play around. Your wife says she wants to try it with you, Sean. And then Kayla, right? This is supposed to be a taste test, but I already know. I already know.
She gonna make them all, baby.
Shoot, man.
Okay. All right. Angie, Sean, right? Yeah, Angie and Sean.
Thank you.
And then Kayla, who's our camera girl right now. I'm gonna switch places. All right. Let me get your reaction first. Hold on. Kayla's coming over.
There's a one moment they were trying to come.
It's hot.
It's hot. Okay.
Wait, burn my finger.
We got babies over.
Man.
We got our own little mind.
It's delicious.
It is good. It's a black
Is
pepper,
it nice
though.
and oh, you like pepper in yours?
Yeah.
Some
That's
people
what I'm
do
saying.
like pepper. I don't ever put pepper in mine, but I do know that a lot of people put pepper in there. So I got pepper if you guys want some.
Did you put some cream cheese in
You
here?
got my cheese right there.
Yes, I did.
Taste the cream cheese.
You got my burnt cheese.
Oh shoot! I tried to give you a corner.
Okay.
There's some pepper if y'all want.
That's enough for that.
This is delicious.
So the thumbs up.
Very creamy, very rich.
All the way.
Yay!
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys. All right, so that's the end of that again. Oh, I did try it.
It's really good, man.
That's what
You gotta go and smash it.
because he's in the army.
He
That
smashed
is so good. Oh my God, it's so good and creamy, y'all. You have to try this recipe. Again, I'm gonna put all the ingredients in the description box. I'll put the time and all that you need to leave it in there. Like I said, after about 40-45 minutes, you do need to start checking everything. But it's really, really good. I really enjoyed it. So don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button. Please don't forget to hit that notification bell, because guess what? Every time I put a video, you're going to be notified. And don't forget to share it, okay? And again, everything is absolutely free because we do everything on a budget over here, all right? So don't forget to share, because sharing is caring. And my name is Karen, so why wouldn't you do it, all right? I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Woo!
All the